Agnes Boyakshu. This was the name given to a girl born in 1910 in a small town in what is now North Macedonia. She was a girl who, from a young age, felt a deep connection to God and a desire to serve others. Little did anyone know this young girl would grow up to become one of the most recognizable and beloved figures of the 20th century, Mother Teresa. Agnes's childhood was marked by both love and loss. She was raised in a devout Catholic family who instilled in her a strong sense of faith and compassion. Her father, a successful businessman, was known for his generosity towards the poor and his active involvement in the local church. It was through her family's example that Agnes began to understand the importance of helping those in need. Even as a child, Agnes was drawn to stories of missionaries working in far-off lands, dedicating their lives to serving the poorest of the poor. These stories sparked a flame within her, a yearning to devote her life to something greater than herself. This calling grew stronger with time, leading her to make a life-altering decision at the tender age of 18, driven by a profound love for God and a deep desire to serve humanity. Agnes left her home and traveled to Ireland to join the Sisters of Loreto, a Catholic religious order known for their work in education. This decision marked the beginning of her extraordinary journey, a journey that would touch the lives of countless people around the world. It was the first step towards answering a call that would forever change her life and leave an indelible mark on the world. Joining the Sisters of Loreto marked a significant turning point in Agnes's life. Taking the name Sister Teresa, she embarked on a path of service and devotion. She dedicated herself to her religious studies, immersing herself in prayer and contemplation. After completing her training, Sister Teresa was sent to Calcutta, India, to teach at a school for girls from well-to-do families. For nearly 2 decades, Sister Teresa excelled as a teacher, her students flourishing under her guidance. However, the poverty and suffering she witnessed outside the convent walls deeply troubled her. Calcutta's slums, teeming with the sick, the dying, and the destitute, became a constant reminder of the vast needs of the world around her. The contrast between the comfortable lives of her students and the desperation she encountered on the streets of Calcutta weighed heavily on her heart. Sister Teresa could no longer ignore the call she felt deep within her soul, the call to serve the poorest of the poor. In 1946, while on a train journey from Calcutta to Darjeeling, Sister Teresa experienced what she would later describe as a call within a call. She felt an overwhelming sense of urgency, a divine command to leave the comfort of the convent and dedicate her life entirely to serving the poorest and most marginalized members of society. Responding to this profound calling, Sister Teresa took the bold and unconventional step of seeking permission to leave her convent and live among the poorest of the poor. This was a radical decision, one that challenged the traditional boundaries of religious life. After much prayer and discernment, she received permission from her superiors to embark on this extraordinary mission. Donning a simple white sari with a blue border, Sister Teresa ventured into the slums of Calcutta, armed with nothing but her unwavering faith and a deep love for those she aimed to serve. The slums, rife with disease, hunger, and despair, presented a stark contrast to the life she had known within the convent walls. Undeterred, she embraced the challenges before her, driven by an unshakable belief in the dignity of every human life. Her days were spent tending to the sick and dying, offering comfort to the abandoned and providing solace to the forgotten. She saw Christ in the eyes of each person she encountered, treating everyone with the same love and respect, regardless of their circumstances. Word of her selfless service spread quickly, and she soon attracted a small group of devoted followers who were inspired by her example. Together they worked tirelessly to alleviate suffering, establishing a small open-air school for children living on the streets. With limited resources and an abundance of compassion, Sister Teresa and her companions brought hope to a community that had long been neglected. Their work, though seemingly small in the face of such immense need, marked the beginning of something truly extraordinary. Section 4. A drop in the ocean of suffering. Mother Teresa often used the analogy of a drop in the ocean to describe her work. "What I do is just a drop in the ocean," she would say, "but if I didn't do it, the ocean would be one drop less." This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the essence of her philosophy. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, makes a difference. She believed that love is not a grand gesture, but a series of small acts performed with great love. It was in the everyday moments, the tender touch, the gentle smile, the listening ear, that she found true meaning and purpose. Her life became a testament to the power of presence, of simply being fully present to the pain and suffering of others. Stories of Mother Teresa's compassion and selflessness abound. There was the time she found a woman lying in the gutter, her body ravaged by disease and close to death. Mother Teresa picked her up, carried her to a nearby shelter, and gently washed her wounds. When the woman asked, "Why are you doing this for me?" "I am nobody," Mother Teresa replied with a smile, "because I see Jesus in you." Another time, a young man dying of AIDS was abandoned at the gates of her hospice. Mother Teresa cradled him in her arms, offering comfort and dignity in his final moments. Her unwavering belief in the inherent worth and dignity of every human being, regardless of their circumstances, shone through in every action. Section 5. The Missionaries of Charity. As Mother Teresa's work gained recognition, people from all walks of life were drawn to her message of love and compassion. Many felt compelled to join her mission, dedicating their lives to serving the poorest of the poor. In 1950, she received permission from the Vatican to establish a new religious order, the Missionaries of Charity. The Missionaries of Charity grew rapidly, with women from around the world answering the call to join Mother Teresa in her work. They took vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, pledging to live a life of service to the poorest of the poor. Mother Teresa's vision was clear: to establish homes for the dying, care for the sick and abandoned, and provide education and support to those living in abject poverty. Under her guidance, the Missionaries of Charity established homes for the dying, orphanages, soup kitchens, mobile clinics, and schools in some of the most impoverished corners of the globe. Mother Teresa's unwavering commitment to serving the poorest of the poor, coupled with her deep spirituality and charisma, inspired countless individuals to join her cause. The Missionaries of Charity became a global force for good, their work touching the lives of millions of people around the world. Mother Teresa's vision extended beyond simply providing material assistance. She sought to restore dignity and hope to those who had been marginalized and forgotten.